Hello and welcome to Theme Park Information. In today's show we've got a review for Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorcycle Adventure, or Hagrid's for short, because my god that's an awful name. And yeah, this is actually, will be honest, I think it's the most, or certainly one of the most expensive roller coasters ever built. Opened a few years ago, built by Enterman. It is a motorcycle sort of coach, so you have like effectively a sort of like motorbike with like a sidecar. Really cool theming, looks really cool on ride. As endless launches, I think it's 7 or 9 or something like that, a drop track, there's like a vertical spike element, lots of theming. I do apologise that there isn't absolutely loads of pictures of this ride. I did manage to take quite a few pictures of like the Harry Potter area, but I say some of the pictures of the ride was just a little bit obscured by like the queue and stuff like that, and a lot of the waiting I did for it was inside. So let's start off. This is probably the best family coaster ever built, ever constructed. So easy, you could end a review after that. It ticks so many boxes. It's very smooth, it's very comfortable, it's very rideable, has great theming, really good animatronics, the drop track's really good fun, the launches are really good, there's a pretty solid layout wise, obviously not super tall or super thrilling, but it's just extremely rideable, extremely fun. I'd say you have good interactions. The queue line, the indoor section is fantastic, really well themed, really immersive. Phenomenal operations. I mean, this ride actually has like a little sort of track, like a conveyor belt sort of thing going on where you're getting on it and everything. Cycling, I think it's like 7 trains or maybe more. I know it has the ability to do like 12 or so. So you are just continually just moving on the queue. Let's go through some of the little downsides. One of them is just going to be seen like a bit of a strange one for you. And that is if you do take the single rider line, which is always an option, can work perfectly. I just wish there was a lot more shade for the little outdoor sort of castle and bridge section, because my god, it's Florida, it's really hot, just a bit of shade there, or again like a fan, or you know, like a water dispenser like sort of thing would be really appreciated. It's like, I appreciate that maybe you're not queuing out that bit sort of that often, or it is usually not that hot. But it was, yeah, it generally did, you know, have a bit of an effect. I mean, it was like a 50-minute queue normally, and I think it was about a 45-minute queue in the single rider line. And yeah, maybe not worth it, because I would prefer to be queuing indoors with air conditioning, as opposed to sweating endlessly outside. But as I say, that is a small sort of issue. I also will say the sort of locker system before it, not great. There probably needs to be a few more lockers in a few more areas. And I also will say this is more of an issue with Harry Potter land as a whole, and not just that ride, but the land also does seem a bit cramped, and the ride does also, the entrance has loads of stuff in the way. I don't know why, it just kind of slightly irritates me. It just seems that it's kind of like a bit like boxed in. But as a ride as a whole, and what it is certainly one of the better rides of the park, certainly. It is, you know, very smooth, very comfortable, good layout, great theming, really good immersion, great animatronics, good operations. I mean, obviously it doesn't do anything particularly spectacular in terms of like the sort of like the ride itself, in terms of like, you know, what elements it takes, but it certainly will keep you like, you know, whooping along while you're going through the layout. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more. I'm going to give Hagrid, I think, like a 83, I reckon, out of 100. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.